For EP, climbing walls and handholds is our business, but that's really not why we're here. We're here to enrich people's lives and introduce climbing to the world. We know that once somebody gets an opportunity to go indoors and climb on a climbing wall, that they're going to be hooked and they're going to be a climber for life.
Of course, but the one where you are right now at home. Welcome to this IFSC Lead World Cup final here in Stavanger in Norway. What an array of talent we have for you this afternoon. World champions, we've got them. European champions, we've got them. World Cup winners of the past, we have them. World Cup winners of the future, of course we have them as well. You're watching, Stavanger as well is watching as well here tonight, and what will be a fantastic show for you at home. This is the first time the IFSC Lead World Cup Series has ever come to Norway, and it's going to be one hell of a fantastic battle. So let's let battle commence. I'll hand you over now to our MCs, Henning and Bjorn, who will introduce all the athletes for you. Guys.
Okay, friends, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor and pleasure to introduce you to the female finalists of today. First up, from Japan, Risa Oda. From Slovenia, Chasa Kolam. Again from Japan, Yuka Kobayashi. Next up from Austria, she's ranked second in the World Cup so far, Jessica Pace. From France, Hélène Jaligo. From Belgium, Anna Verhoeven. She's ranked number 3 in the cup so far, and last year she won the cup and also the World Championship. From Korea, Yain Kim. And now, last competitor in the finals, European champion 2015 and ranked number 1 so far this season, from Slovenia, Mila Markovic.
And now for the men. First one out, Francesco Vetturata from Italy. His first ever World Cup final. Give it up for an Italian winner. Austria. He was a World Cup winner last year. Next week. Third one out, Stefano Isolfi from Italy. And of course, next one out, Adam Ondra from the Czech Republic. World champion. Next one, Sebastian Malenke from Germany. And we have the leader of the World Cup so far this year, Gauthier Super from France. In second place after the qualifiers, Thomas Scotting from Slovenia. And last but not least, he almost got the route yesterday, Romain Desranges from France. Now we have 6 minutes to look at the route. Starting now.
So then, observation time, 6 minutes.
Ok, det som skjer nå, er at deltakerne de har kommet ut av isolatet, hvor de har sittet siden klokka 2. Det vil si bak det store svarte teppet ved den der digre pensellampa. De har da også vært der inne, ikke sett rutene før nå. De har da 6 minutter på forberedelse. Planlegger hva de skal klatre oppover veggen, før de så blir sendt tilbake i isolatet, for ikke lov å se den andre klatre. Kommer de da ut 1 og 1, og har da 8 minutter på seg til å prøve å komme så langt som mulig i veggen.
Chat about the male route first. What have you seen?
Yeah, the first thing I looked was the male route, and I must say I found it quite hard, at least the beginning. And I don't know, our biggest problem, I mean, or maybe fear of all the competitors are the slabs. You know, we're not. A lot of climbers are really good at slabs, but it's not secure, so everybody's a bit scared. So, and this is the first thing I've seen is that it's a pretty slabby route. And I think most of the climbers are going to be climbing really secure, a bit scared at the beginning. Nobody wants to fall at the start. So yeah, it looks hard at the beginning, and then the upper part looks amazing. There are quite a lot of volumes and a lot of structures. So I think it's going to be a fun climbing.
I was saying, which route does this benefit? Which athlete does it benefit more than any other?
I think it will benefit mostly technical climbers. I think, in my opinion, Doman is a really good technical climber, not because he's Slovenian. I mean, of course, he's Slovenian. I'm going to cheer for him, but I think Doman is really good. Adam Ondra is really good at technical stuff also. And I don't know, not sure about the other guys, because usually we all have overhanging routes and where the endurance is the most important thing. But I think Doman and Adam are one of the best technical climbers.
Other climbers in there, Jakob Schubert's going to go out very early in this final. You know, he has won World Cups in the past going out early. Does this route benefit anybody who comes out a little bit early to maybe put some pressure on? Is it a route that you can expect to see a lot of tops in though?
I don't think there will be a lot of tops, hopefully, because I prefer harder routes, there's no top, or that even the first climbers fall in the early part of the route. But I think that it's going to benefit the early climbers because you don't have that much pressure. I think you can only do a better result after the semis.
Yes.
So I think it's going to be good for Jakob. And yesterday in the semis, the route was there was a really hard section at the top, and a lot of climbers were falling on the same moves. So I think we can expect some surprises. Like the early climbers can get really far, and the best climbers can fall like lower. But we'll see what happens.
The women's routes, they're right in front of us right now, having a good look at this yellow route to the right of the arena. What have you seen from there?
Yeah, there are a lot of holds, a lot of crimpy holds as well. So I think it's also on the overhanging part of the wall. So I think the endurance is going to be the most important thing. And in my opinion, like, I think it's harder to expect some surprises on the route that's more like endurance type. So hopefully we'll see one top. This would be like ideal. But otherwise, I think it looks really good. The beginning has a lot of holds, so it's a bit confusing to see the right sequence. And there are like really a lot of also some bigger holds, and a lot of female competitors have problems with them. Like they're afraid, they have smaller hands, so they prefer smaller holds.
One aspect of this female route especially is today, especially, is going to be the clock, because we have three climbers, Annika Verhoeven, Jan Kim and Mina Markovic, who have all topped out in their first three routes, two in qualifying, one in the semi-final, so they're now against the clock should they tie as well. Is this a route based for speed at all? You know, can you expect to see quick climbing?
In my opinion, I don't think any climber is watching out for speed, actually, because I think the route setters, after yesterday's results, they set the route that it's gonna be so hard that there won't be many, at least no top. So I think every competitor starts just by focusing on their climbing, not about the time at all, just reaching the highest point.
Okay, so then we go. We have a few more moments the climbers will have to observe these two routes. That's the end of the women's route. As you can see, we have put numbers against every move. So we managed to 57 moves needed to top out on the female route.
Yeah, the route is circling around, like going a bit to the left and then to the right. So I think we saw that there were 57 holds, I think, and that's a pretty long route. So I think the best chances have Mina and Jan Kim and also Anna Verhoeven. I think these will be really like close ones, and we'll see who's going to be the best. There are like small mistakes that will count, I think. And
just to say on our, you can't see on our graphic because there's a few more holds up there. It's 59 moves needed to top out on the male route as well.
Yeah, the male. I think, in my opinion, the male route looks amazing, and I'm a bit sad I didn't make it yesterday, but I did my best. It wasn't enough, and we'll try again next time. So, but I think, I don't know, there's going to be a lot of tricky sections, a lot of hill hooking, knee turning, and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting climbing.
You mentioned on the women's route, back to long route, so it's going to be stamina-based, endurance-based is needed. And can you see that Mina and Jan and Anak is going to be a three-way dance, really, between them three for victory here?
Yeah, I think it's going to be like those three are going to be like the favorites for the victory. But you know, often like even the best competitors, when they know that maybe the route suits them, they know that they have to climb really far, and they do like small mistakes. They don't climb so fluently, and it's building up. And in the end, you get pumped. Maybe some other climber that's not under pressure climbs easily, and he reaches even though he has less endurance, he gets farther. So yeah.
So then, as I mentioned, the crowd are warming to this final. I should have got away in about 5 to 10 minutes from now. So then, these are the 8 women that will do battle. Risa Ota of Japan will go out first, followed by Kasia Kalin of Slovenia. Yuko Kobayashi, who's made plenty of final in the last couple of years, must be said. She'll go out number 3. Jessica Perles of Austria, one of the young talents from that great country, will go out number 4. Hélène Génicot of France, will she be boosted from confidence from seeing Gatia Super win in Briançon and Romain de Grange win in Imst? Third time's the charm, they say. Annick Verhoeven of Belgium will go out 6, Jan Kim 7, Mina Markovic 8. Them 3 climbers, just to remind you, are tied all the way back from qualifiers. So if they're tied again in this final, it will be the clock that will decide victory.
Yeah, hopefully it won't come to that.
So that's the 8 men. Here come the 8 women. The 8 men, I beg your pardon. We've seen the 8 women. And again, some great names.
I think it's Francesco first time in the finals.
It is indeed Francesco Vetterato who will go out first in this men's lead final. He will be the first climber out, and it's his first time he has actually been in a final. Before then, it was 10th place was his best ever finish.
Yeah, he was
climbing.
In last years, he was often in really good shape. I think he was also prepared for the finals, but never actually could make it. I remember last year in Arco at Rockmaster, he was really strong. He finished actually 2nd place, and even all the top climbers were there. And I think it's a well-deserved final for him, and I really hope that he shows like his best climbing. I think he's going to enjoy it a lot.
Well, it's his first final, and no doubt he'll gain some great experience from it. Jakob Schubert, the 2012 world champion, will go out number 2. Ghisolfi of Italy 3. Adam Ondra, who hasn't yet to win a World Cup in either discipline, in fact, in 2015, will go out number 4. Sebastian Hellinger 5. Gautier Super 6. Domen Skofic 7. Romain de Grange, the winner in Imst, after 92 goes, he finally won a World Cup, will go out number 8. So as I mentioned, we're only moments away from this final getting underway. As you see, fantastic crowd here in Stavanger.
Yeah, in qualification it was really interesting to see all the kids that came to watch the competition. They brought the big, how do you say? Banners, yeah, and they were yelling quite loudly, so it was, at the beginning it was funny, and actually it was, we're not like used to those kind of cheering, you know. It was really loud, and actually it was pretty good. They should bring more schools to see the competition, so even the kids that are not familiar with climbing get to know the sport.
Absolutely, you know, there's a fantastic crowd it was in the qualifications yesterday. Just as good as this crowd here in Stavanger, who I got warmed up about half an hour ago. They were hanging from the rooftops, they were, when they were cheering that loud. And no doubt they're going to be supporting all 16 climbers on show over the next couple of hours. Young and old, all here. No much room on the floor. Some people even having a lie down, ready to watch the climbing. 91 athletes came here to Stavanger in search of World Cup glory, but now down to 16 over 3 rounds. It's going to be an epic final, the 4th of 7 lead World Cups this season. We've been to Chamonix, we've been to Briançon, we've also been to Imst as well. Perth still to come late at the end of September, followed by Wujiang in mid-October, and we finish in Urban's home country of Kron in mid-November. 7 lead World Cups this season, plenty to come next season as well, along with the World Championships in Bercy. To know what every climber will be targeting in 2016. Plenty to look forward to over the next weeks and months. This fantastic crowd here in Stavanger, warming up, ready to see some of the finest talents the climbing has to offer. Yeah. European champions, World Cup winners of the past, the present, and the future.
It's going to be interesting to see at the end of the season who's going to win the overall. You know, there was like each competition one competitor, and so far we have like really tight results in overall. So I think it's still possible to win for like top 6 climbers. Anyone from top 6 climbers can win the overall. So I think some of the climbers are also counting on it, and I think they're like maybe not so early in the stage, but I think maybe in Purs and Fuzhang also this will take part in place. So.
Yeah, it's something that climbers have at the back of their mind, won't they, with the overall. Of course, they're going to want a target victory per every World Cup, but at the same time, the overall is a big prize as well, and it's something that the leaders will have thinking at the back of their mind as well. It was a good race, the bouldering one especially this year for the men. It was one of 9 that could have won it in Munich, and the league competition was just as appealing, just appetizing, I should say.
Yeah, of course. I mean, everybody wants to win the overall, you know. If they see that they at least have some chances, they want to do their best, they want to try and win it, and of course, even then they're more nervous and anything can happen. So, but I think for now it's too early in the stage to look too much.
It was great to watch, in fact. So let's run you through the season so far. The sights and sounds of Mont Blanc was the first lead World Cup out in Chamonix. There was thousands of them. Sebastian Hampel, Don Scopus described as what got away in, would say he was well in control of the front. Adam Andre is holding to seat in the fact. Second place, to the Spaniard, El Matador, the Norwegian Olympics, his third European title. Also, yet another World Cup to his name. He's now in the low 20s for World Cups. Jesse Pills, yet so far, but there's another podium for the young Austrian Jan Gambre, who stunned the climbing world out in Chamonix earlier this year. It was a major shock. The girl at 15 who was a massive talent, but it took her teammate, Patrick Marquez, for her to pick up her first major title, the European Championship, and win his 17th World Cup in the process. Briançon, we went to 1 week later, and Annick Verhoeven got her first podium of 2015 with the bronze medal in southern France. Jessie Pills went from bronze to silver in Briançon, getting so close there, but it was Jan Kim. Mina picked up the first, Jan picks up the second. They have shared 11 of the past 12 World Cups between them. Who knows, may do so again here tonight. Jakob Schubert picked up his first podium of 2015 with bronze in Briançon. Mino Nako of Japan, a superb climb from the Japanese athlete to find silver, but Gautier was too super for the rest. He picked up his first gold medal and his first World Cup in Briançon. And everybody was thrilled in southern France. Then we went across the Alps into Austria, into Emst, and Dominik Skofic picked up his first bronze medal after missing the first 2 finals to pick up the bronze in Emst. Jakob Schubert, who's been so near on home soil so many times in the past, came up to the last hurdle and came up as the silver. But after 92 goes of winning a World Cup, it was lucky for some with that number on the back for Romain de Grange, who picked up the gold medal in Emst, his first of his career at the ripe old age of 32. Jessie Pills, her third podium in a row, bronze medal there. Janja Gambre, another silver for her. She picked up the silver in Emst, but the gold medal went to Mina Markovic, her second in 3, and she picked up 5 of the last 7 World Cups in lead of the last 12 months. She is the one who comes here in ripe old form. So these are the world rankings right now. Mina Markovic with a major lead over Jessie Pills. Jan Kim in 3rd place, Janja Gambre. These are the overall World Cup rankings, I should say. Annick Verhoeven in 5th, Ellen Jenenko in 6th. Just to remind you, 100 points for the winner, 80 for 2nd, 65 for 3rd. So we're only moments away, we're about 60 seconds away. 36 minutes past 4 is when we are starting here. An afternoon final for a change. We usually start in the late evenings, about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. Finals tend to start in lead, but we're starting a bit earlier here today. Gautier Super leads the overall by 12 points from Jakob Schubert. Romain de Grange in 3rd, Andre 4th, Alenka 5th. But as I mentioned, 100 points to the winner. Still a long, long way to go. So then, let battle commence. Let's start this Lead World Cup final here in Stavanger in Norway. Risa Ota of Japan, who qualified in 8th place, is going to get this final underway. And she's been warmly received by the crowd here in Stavanger in Norway.
I think she's got nothing to lose today, so she's just gonna go for it, do her best, and I think she could make a really good result.
So mind you, rules haven't changed. 8 minutes each climber will get in this final. 8 minutes to get as high as they can. All tiebreakers will be referred to their semi-final scores, and if they're tied from there, they're qualifiers. And as I mentioned at the start of the programme, the top 3 climbers to come out in this final, Kim, Markovic and Verhoeven, are all tied. They're all tied, so they will be against the clock. And I should also say as well, Ellen Zheniko and Jessie Pels are also tied. They have the same score in their semi-final of a 14-2 plus, I believe, and they've both topped out in their qualifiers. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, and I'll keep you abreast of the times, especially if we do have a tie later on. So Risa Ota, 22-year-old, won number 12. 5th place, made one final this season, that was in Briançon in 2015. Earlier this year, didn't make the finals out in Chamonix and didn't make the finals out at Linz, but she starts well. So then, Ota, how's she starting to you, Urban?
I think she's doing just fine, and so far there were like no really hard moves. So, but it's still like she's not even on the 1/3 of the route, so there's still plenty to go. I don't think the route setters are planning to put such hard moves in the beginning of the route. I think in half of the route. The hardest sequence are going to start. So far it's mostly the first moves. You just have to climb fluently, use as much as little power as you can, and then start fighting on the upper part of the wall.
I mentioned a long route. This one for the women. As Urban mentioned, stamina sapping as well. Urban's going to be sitting next to me for the women's final, joined by Magnus Midbo later on for the men's final. To see how climbing has also been reacted here in Norway, especially to this World Cup.
Women usually have more endurance than men. They're lighter, and that's why they rest more, and even that's why the time is their biggest problem sometimes. Like in men's category, time usually isn't relevant at all, so everybody's climbing fast enough, but with women it's different.
Something that Jan Kim's had a problem with, hasn't she? You know, especially in certain World Cups, Imsters especially, she always has a problem with time.
Yeah. A lot of girls also uses watches to check the time, and it's, I don't know, it's not happening often with the men's, but yeah, Jan Kim had some problems in Imst. I think she didn't top the qualification route because of that, and yeah, I think it's more importantly for the early stages of competition to climb fast, so you get better results for the next rounds.
To give you an idea of our graphic at the bottom left of your screen, we are doing live scoring here as well, so you see how many moves the climbers have taken, as Risa Ota has taken 4 minutes of her allotted 8.
Yeah, I think she could climb a bit faster because she already spent 4 minutes and she's not even on the half of the route, so she's gonna have to speed up a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, you're absolutely right there. Rita Ota is, well, we're myself and Urban just looking up right now. She's not even at the halfway point. So she has to pick up the pace a little here.
Yeah, but the speed of climbing also depends of the route itself. You know, if it lets you rest a lot, then I think it's like a mental thing also to rest, because you don't know, maybe it's going to start, the hard part is going to start now, and then you rest, and then you do 3 moves, and you get another good hold, and says, okay, I have to rest a bit. Maybe the next part is hard. So you have to climb rationally sometimes.
3 minutes to go. Rita Ota.
Yeah, this looks a bit hard.
Live here on YouTube. We're also live on NRK in Norway, the state television. We're also picking this up.
Right now she's holding the dual texture hold. Like it's got some texture on one part of the hold and the other part is like completely smooth. And it's climbers usually don't like it that much because it's a bit more slippery if you don't grab it on the best part, and even sometimes it's not good for stepping, especially the upper one. The foot hold that she's standing right now with the right foot is really bad for standing. So, but she's looking really good. Still looking solid. She's only got 2 minutes left.
Yes, time is now her enemy as well. And she's still got a good third of the route still to go. Very patient climbing this from Rita Ota. She may be able to post a score of sorts here, but I feel that the clock is going to be beaten here. She's just holding on to that volume there, and now makes the movement. Comes off with a score of 35.
A bit unexpected fall, I think. She was pretty fresh just before that big hold, and I think the hold was the problem actually. It didn't suit her well, so I think she didn't fail because she was too pumped. So I think it would be interesting to see the next climbers how will they, if they will make it this section.
35, the score for Rita Ota on our screen, on our caption. Just talk us through this, Urban. What went wrong for her there? She just...
I think, I'm not sure where she was standing, but you have to stand on the foot hold that's right, left of the hold, and it's a pretty long move from the hold, so you have to do it like really dynamically. You mustn't hesitate at the move at all. So if you hesitate a lot, it's a big hold. So I think you can do a big mistake and fall just because of that. We'll see how Tjasa will do.
Tasha Callan. 37 plus, by the way, Rita Ota's scores from our judges. Been confirmed. Just give an idea, the clock and the map moves on an approximation at the bottom of your screen. So Tasha, the 18-year-old from Krohn. Second final for her in 2015 after a 6th place finish in Imst a couple of weeks ago.
Tjasa did a great progress this year when we were training together with the team. I think the trainings paid off, but at the beginning of the season we weren't exactly nobody sure how good he is, because we were training. I trained with Doman a lot. And the girls train a lot. Tjasa trained with Mina, but Mina, you know, is really strong. So Tjasa wasn't exactly sure how strong she was, and I think this whole season for her is quite a big surprise. She did her first finals. She was really happy about it, and I think she's going to do a lot more finals also this year.
Okay. You trained with it a lot. You know her strengths and weaknesses then. So, does this route suit her at all?
Yeah, I train a lot with her. Yeah, she's really good at endurance climbing. She has really good finger power, but she's not so good at really dynamic moves and long moves and on big holds. But I think this route could actually suit her because it's long. The endurance, I think, is the key. So I think she's gonna do just fine. She just have to give everything she's got. So far she's climbing smoothly, no problems at all, but there's still plenty of route ahead. So.
She's got up about nearly 2 minutes of her time so far.
Like I said, the beginning of the route is not that hard. The route setters wanted for the climbers to reach the highest holds, so that it's getting interesting at the top. So yeah, in the first part, women are climbing slowly, more secure, resting a lot, trying to save the energy for the hard parts. And they also know because you can hear the crowd and see how long the climbers is climbing, and you can expect a bit whether you have to climb really high or the route is really hard already at the beginning. So it's interesting that way.
37 plus is what Risa Ota scored.
Yeah, route setters use a lot of volumes, a lot of side holds, different type of holds, screams, slopers, everything. And climbing gets more diverse this way, and there's also a lot of hill hooking and everything. And the climbers that have a lot of endurance and also really good at technical stuff get benefits a lot in these kinds of holds. So far she's doing great.
It's been a strong climb so far from the Slovenian. 27 moves in. See, that's a great shot from our overhead camera, just holding on by her fingertips.
Yeah, from the bottom, it actually seems a big sloper, but actually it has like a small grip on it. And yeah, sometimes when you're at observation, like some holds seem quite different than they actually are. So it's good to have binoculars with you to check the holds even better. So yeah, a lot of climbers use them. So. And this part is a bit tricky. Also, Risa had some problems with it.
Halfway up the route, half of allotted time has been eaten up.
Similar to Risa, also Tiasha spent quite a lot of time climbing the first part of the route. And yeah, but I think she still has plenty of time left because the upper part gets harder, so at that point she's gonna climb faster. She's getting close to the point where Risa fell, and we'll see how she's gonna handle the big hold in the overhanging part.
Yes, a big yellow volume. What she'll be targeting shortly after the black one you can see on the screen. Now then, Callan's going to be the one who looks to be setting the pace.
Now she's at the big yellow hold. She just has to match it and go straight ahead. She mustn't hesitate at all. And hopefully she'll make it. She tried different way than Risa. Risa went with the left hand, Tiasha went with the right hand. There's a lot of holds up there, so I think there are different ways you can make it actually. But for now, for both of them, the move was impossible. possible, if I can say so.
Well, that move was a little bridge too far for both Callan and Otep. I think I'm willing to back them, both of them. I think we're not at the same mark, like the 37+ mark. As Cassie's going to be interviewed, I should say, by Inake from our Norwegian broadcast partners on this event. And it is 37+ indeed for Tashi Callan. She takes the lead via the count-back rule. And now here comes Yuka Kobayashi, who climbed excellently yesterday in the semi-final. Went out early, about 6th or 7th, I think it was. Set the pace with the 42+, and ends up finishing in 6th overall in this competition. A climber who tends to do that, doesn't enjoy the qualifiers too much, but seems to pull it out the bag when it comes to the semi-finals, and then makes finals consistently. Just seeing at the last year, 6 finals of the last 12 she's made. Only a 2nd place out in Jinning, and that was 5 years ago. It's her best ever performance, but you feel it, you just keep seeing it over and over again in finals. She's made world finals as well, in Alaves in 07, in Qinghai in 09, in Gijon last year as well, which came in 7th place. Made every final back end of last year in Wuzhang, Inzai and Kron. 6th, 8th and 6th, and this year was 5th in Imst.
Yeah, Yuka is a pretty experienced climber, and I think her experiences help her a lot with the competitions, and that's why a lot of climbers that have like a lot of experience don't need that much endurance to get into the finals. And when you know you're capable of coming to the finals, you reach 2 finals, 3 finals, then you get the confidence, and even the semi-finals get easier for you. And maybe some of the better climbers take the qualifications round easily, and that's why they maybe sometimes make mistakes. They don't climb so well as in the semi-finals, where they are really motivated to do a really good performance. Yeah, the lower part is full of holes. So I think it was really hard to see the right sequence for the ladies. I think every girl is when she's climbing this route checks every move, like if it's okay. Doesn't want to make mistake in the early part. So, but it's not that hard. So they can spare some time by finding the right method.
Two minutes down for Kobayashi. 37+ is what she is chasing right now. As I mentioned, yes, she does have a tendency to post a score, post a target, and then some of the champions of the sport who will come out later on just find an extra gear from some of these climbers that seem to go out early. You just look at Jan and Mina, and I look back at the last 14 months since Hanyang in 2014, and only one event since then has neither Jan Kim or Mina Markovic won. That was in Imst in 2014, and Magdalena Roka won that event.
She's doing great in the first part, climbing pretty dynamically, doing long moves easily. So, and also I think she's pretty fast, so she still has quite a lot of time. And yeah, we'll see the slab now. He slabs, everybody's climbing slower. It's more technical, so we'll see.
4 minutes 30. Kobayashi. 27 years of age, in the top 10 of the world. Japanese climbing team, they're very proud of all their pupils, not just in lead climbing, but in bouldering as well. Japanese team, in fact, are sitting right behind us on the coaches' benches.
Yeah, the Japanese team has a lot of strong climbers in lead climbing and in bouldering climbing. Sometimes it happens that a new climber comes to the competition that nobody knows him, and he can be really, really good. They have a lot of big group of strong climbers, but the quota for the competition is only, I think it's 4. So sometimes this is not enough for all the good climbers to come and do their best.
Yeah, Sachiyama and Keonaguchi have a lot to answer for Japanese climbing. That's two great ambassadors for the sport in that country. And who knows, 5 years from now, we could be there for the Olympic Games. Climbing on the shortlist, and Kobayashi took a little bit of a gamble there, but it may have paid off for her. I spoke too soon. Different attempt at that area of the route. It's a different way, a different approach that she tried to take there.
Yeah, I think she didn't actually see, but she was standing too low for the move. And when she reached the big hole, she was fully stretched. And then it's really hard to get the legs higher up the wall. And that was her mistake. The hold was not that good, so I think she made a crucial mistake. She should climb first and then stand higher up, and I think she could do the move and show a bit more.
So then that's where Callan Ota got to on the route. Just waiting for Yuki Kobayashi's score to be confirmed to us. That's where they got to so far on the route. As our next climber is going to come out. Draw back the curtain. And who is waiting for us? It's Jessie Pills of Austria. 3 podiums for Jessie so far this year. And you feel, Urban, this is a climber who can have many, many World Cups to her name in her career.
Yeah, Jessica is still really young and really strong. She already got quite a lot of podiums. And I think she could be the one to do the crucial move up the wall. And I think she's in game for the podium tonight.
Callan hasn't moved because Kobayashi scored 36 plus.
Yeah, Tiasha's still in the lead, so that means she's at least 6 at the moment. And that's tying her best result. So maybe she can even get a better result tonight. We'll see.
So you can hear a pin drop all of a sudden here in Stavanger. It's like a silence has just come across the arena as Jessie Pills just gets her climb underway.
Yeah, Jessie's young, still competing also in the youth competitions. Also Tiasha takes part in it, and also Anak. 3 finalists are also competing in the youth competitions, so that means the younger generation is getting stronger and stronger.
Well, you look at the average age. Lisa Ota was 22, Kachi came out 18, Jessie Pills 18, and Shiniko 21, Anak Verhoeven 19. You know, you got a lot of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 climbers of the 8 under the age of 21. So the future's bright in women's league climbing.
Yeah, I think the younger girls are actually now training much harder than in the past, and the trainings became different. So even the younger generations are becoming stronger and stronger, and they're capable of, even like 16-year-old can come and win the World Cup if it's like good talent and if the training is right. And we could see that with Yanya. Yanya was like unexpected. I mean, unexpected. She was quite a nice surprise in Chamonix and Imst. But I think in men's category is a bit different. There's not so many so young competitors like here, and that's actually pretty interesting to see.
Well, we'll chat about the men's later on, but I think Romain de Grange has proved to everybody, even at the ripe old age of 32, you can still win World Cups.
Yeah, and even Ramon.
Yeah, and even Ramon as well, yeah. Wins the European title at the age of 33. Who says there was a changing of the guard? That's all. Jessie Pills in the meantime. 4th place in Cron at the end of last year, 3rd in Chamonix, 2nd in Briançon, 3rd in Emst. And as I mentioned, she is knocking the door for World Cup victories, and surely that somebody will answer it very, very shortly. As many climbers, as people are saying, it's not a matter of if now, it's a matter of when. This one being one of them.
Yeah, so far she's climbing smoothly, no problems at all. So I think she's gonna get at least to the big yellow hold, and hopefully she'll make it. Because I think we all want to see the upper part of the route.
Mm-hmm.
I think also sometimes in a position like this, the route setters are quite a bit nervous. They don't want to make the route that everybody's going to fall on the same move. And the best route is that everybody falls on a different move. So, yeah. But so far, only 3 climbers went, so that's 5 more to go, and we can see, hopefully we'll see a top.
37 plus is what leads so far. And I think a lot of climbers, fans who'll be watching right now, who have seen this young talent over the last 12 months develop into, we could say, a seasoned veteran. She's only 18 years of age, but she climbs like one at times. And she could be a force to be reckoned with, not just here in Stavanger, but all eyes are on Bercy in a year from now. That's what everybody will be training for when Cron finishes in November. They'll have 9 months to prepare then for not just the lead season that'll start in July next year in Saanich in Canada, but they all have their eyes in the mid-September. That magnificent arena, I'll try to say that one a few times, that magnificent arena in Paris.
Yeah, in 2012, when there was the last championship, the audience was amazing. There were so many people, the crowd was just amazing, cheering for everyone. And I think everybody is looking forward to the competition in Paris. I think it's going to be the best competition of the whole season.
Keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So what we saw in Munich last year, that World Championships in the Ring, and then in Gijón 3 weeks later, that magnificent stadium there.
We can see that she stepped higher than Yuka Kobayashi before, and she did the move easily, and hopefully she'll do the move now, the next move. Oh, she's actually resting in this one. She's really strong.
This is where the first 3 climbers come unstuck at this part, but Jessie's just having a rest.
Maybe she knows it's a hard move, and it's a pretty long move from a big hole to another sloper one, and yeah, she did it really nice. I think this is the right way that she went. Yeah, and we can see that the moves are getting harder.
Getting harder and harder, and the crowd are warming to her as well. She's still got time in hand, and she's got about a quarter or a third of the way still to go.
I think all the women are going to start climbing here a lot faster because it's overhanging and not so much points to rest. So, yeah.
90 seconds still to go for Jessie Pills as she's around another 10, 12 moves away from topping out here.
Yeah, she's doing moves forward and backward, and often this is not a good idea because you're doing moves, you get pumped, and but she was preparing for the long move. She did it perfectly, and I think this is gonna get her some more places as well.
Third place in Chamonix earlier this year. Silver medal in Briançon. Third in Imst as well. She's the one who's going to be laying the gauntlet down for the other four to follow.
She's reaching the last moves. I think she still has quite some power to go. She's not completely fresh, but she could make 4 moves. Maybe we can see the top. We'll see.
Well, she's only got half a minute.
This was her last quick draw. Now only climbing to the top.
30 seconds. Jessie Pills.
She's doing amazing.
Strong climbing from the Austrian. I know Heiko Verheyen, the Austrian, supposed to be dancing in. I said he'd be dancing in front of his laptop, but great climbing from the young Austrian Jessie Pills. She has the lead by a country mile here in Stavanger. And no doubt, Jenicko, Verhoeven, Kim and Margaret would have heard those roars from isolation. Jessie Pills with the lead, halfway through this final here in Norway.
Yeah, she only fell 2 moves from the top. And I think other girls in the isolation zone heard the cheering from the crowd, and they know that she reached quite far point. And yeah, I think pressure is going to win the game as well.
So then Jessie, absolutely thrilled, no doubt, with what she has done over the last 7 minutes 40 seconds. 7 minutes 43, by the way, is her time. Just waiting for the amount of moves that she achieved in that climb to be updated onto our computer. And it's just coming through now, 57 plus for Jessie Pills. And I'll just give you a stipulation right now. Should Ellen Jenicko match that, she'll have to do it quicker than 7 minutes 43 seconds to take the lead. Just them two were tied all the way back from qualifiers. They had 42 plus in their semi-final. And as I mentioned as well, Annika Verhoeven, Janka and Mina Markovic are all tied with 3 tops. So them 3 are all tied. And Jessica are tied in 4th place right now. That's where the 2nd, 3rd and 4th were right now. 37 plus for both Callan, Ota, Kobayashi, 36 plus in 4th. Ellen Jenicko comes now to this party here in Stavanger.
Yeah, Helen Jenicko is almost the same age as I am, and we were already competing together in the youth competitions. She was already strong there, and now she's getting stronger also in the senior team. So she already won the World Cup, had many podiums, so she has a lot of experience, and she can do really good in this World Cup.
So on the graphic there, how far Jessie goes right up the wall. It's what, 20 moves clear of 2nd place right now. Now then, Ellen Jenicko of France, 21-year-old, number 4. Mixed bag season so far this year. 6th place in Chamonix, 4th in Imst, didn't make the final out in Briançon. Made a few finals, a couple of bronze medals picked up as well in Mokpo and Wuzhang at the end of last year. 3rd has been on her unlucky number. She's been 3rd on 3 occasions, including at the European Championship in 2013. But as we mentioned, 21 years of age. Still a long, long way to go in her career. Well, France have been celebrating in climbing, in league climbing especially in the last few weeks. Gauthier Super picks up his first, and then Romain de Grange picked up his first a couple of weeks later.
Yeah, French team is one of the strongest teams in the World Cup. They have a really strong lead team. We can see that with Gauthier. Gauthier made big progress this year. Also, de Grange was already one of the best, but never could make it just that one push to get the victory. And also the women. Hélène Jenicko is really good. Charlotte Durie, when she was competing, was really strong. And Yeah, they have a good tradition of strong climbers going a long way to the past. Also on World Cups in France, there's the most spectators on every competition. The atmosphere for me is the best there. Chamonix, always huge crowd, amazing.
When it's not raining.
When it's not raining, yeah. It usually is raining.
It was my first time in Chamonix this year, and I did joke with the organisers. I said I should come here every year. I bring the sunshine with me. It was the past 4 years prior to that. It rained every year.
Yeah, it can be like really hot or rainy and really cold. So it can be two extremes. But this year we had like the best weather possible. Last year it was raining a lot. Yeah, I remember.
I remember last year, yes. I remember seeing it. I remember the storms in Briançon a little bit. We're lucky here in Stavanger. It's been lovely weather here, by the way, in Stavanger. It's been 22, 23 degrees here in Norway, the west coast. The past couple of days, we're in the small Marka Arena, usually home of speed skating and ice hockey. During the winter, and it's an amazing arena. In fact, it's huge.
It's not a typical place for climbing.
No,
climbing wall actually. Yeah, Helene is doing great for now. Climbing pretty fast. She still has 5 minutes to go. She's always been a pretty fast climber.
Just to remind you, 57 plus is what Jessica Pils scored in 7 minutes 43 seconds. Only Ellen and Jessie are the only two climbers who had the same scores, same exact scores from what they scored in qualifiers and semis. So if them two are tied on this occasion, then they'll be separated by the clock. And then the next three who come out, them three are tied. So we're gonna, I think we can guarantee the clock may be used again.
Yeah,
Jan Kim and Mina Markovic.
Hopefully it won't come to that, but as we could see, Jessica came really far. It's gonna be a really good place. Hopefully top three climbers won't top it, all of them, so because time breaker is usually that was a bit unexpected fall.
It was unexpected indeed, it was. Angelica will be disappointed with that effort.
She went the same method as Risa did, going with the left hand, and I think it's the way that Jessica did, going with the right hand is much better.
Just talk us through it here, what went wrong?
Yeah, like we saw Risa tried the same method, going with the left hand, and I think the move is longer than going with the right hand, and it's so much harder. Jessica went with the right, and it's still a really hard move. We could see that when she was climbing, but I think this is the right method. You just have to go for it, and hopefully you're strong enough to do it.
So then, 5 climbers down, 3 to go in this women's final. Jenico, 37 plus, goes into second place. Still Jessie Pils, who still leads, as you can see, 57 plus. She's 20 moves clear. But big 3 to come. Verhoeven, Kim, Markovic. I'll say it once again. These 3 have had 3 tops so far in competition. Should they tie again, they'll be separated by the watch. So I'll keep you abreast of their times as well. Should they surpass Jessie Pils, her 57 plus. Jessie scored 2 tops and a 42 plus, so it'll go on a semi-final as a separator. Should Anak, Jan or Mina tie with her over the next 20 minutes or so. As always, Anak prepares herself with a prayer.
Yeah, we can see that she's using the watch because of the time, but it's not that she wants to climb really fast because of it, but just to make sure that when she has like 1 more minute left, she speeds up a bit so she doesn't run out of time. Running out of time when you still have power left is not the best. Like, you're not happy with it. You always want to get in every route, do your best, get pumped as hell, and to reach the highest point as possible.
That's the aim of the game. So Anneke Verhoeven, another one of these young stars of female climbing. For 3 in the world and has not missed a final in 14 months of climbing. Podiuming on 5 occasions. 3rd place in Briançon earlier this year. Disappointed with what happened in Imst. She came off the wall rather early in Imst a couple of weeks ago. Chatting to her yesterday at the end of the semi-finals, and she was quite annoyed with her performance there. It was full of confidence and full of vigour when I chatted to her yesterday at the end of the semi-finals as Jessie relaxes in that deck chair, the champion's chair.
It's always good to sit in the champion's chair watching other competitors. It's actually really interesting. And you always hope that another climber is going to do their best, but you still hope that
it's probably the best and worst chair in sports, realistically.
Yeah, maybe
you want to sit there, but you don't want to be sitting there forever, do you? But watching everything, thinking, oh, if I'm still here after the last climb, I'm the winner. And then, it is most uncomfy chair, I would say.
Yeah, I think you're quite under pressure when you're watching other climbers. You're trying, okay, do your best, but you still wanna do better than they do, you know. I mean, it's individual sport, so. I think Jessica is going to be a bit nervous.
Well, it's a great performance from Jessica, whatever happens. Could it be her first victory?
Yeah, Jessica did amazing. I think Anneke will have to show all her power to beat her.
With 5 minutes left. Still annals of time, and she looked in sterling form in the semi-final. Only one of 3 climbers, both male and female, in fact, to top out yesterday. Bianca Mamina Markovic with the others. There was no tops in the men's semi-final. It's a tough examination that the route setters posed for the men yesterday.
I was talking to Mina and Tiasha about their semi-final route yesterday, and they said that it was actually really awkward, like almost the whole way up, and they were struggling all the way up. And Mina said that it was actually, she topped it, but she said that she could fall even sooner before the mark of the final section. And I think the level of the sport is getting higher, and all the girls are getting so much stronger.
Allotted time has gone. Wasn't missed last 14 months. Mentioned second out in Morocco, second in Rouge, 3rd place in Briançon a few weeks ago, and 3rd place in Briançon last year as well.
She's doing a bit different method than the girls before, but yeah.
It seems to work.
Yeah, seems to work. Is pretty good. We can see that she's watching her feet and all the holds and everything. She's trying to find the best method to go over the slab. And in slab, you can afford this, because there's not so much weight on your hands. There's a lot of weight on your feet, so you have time to check and everything. And it's often better to be more precise and to check twice to find maybe a better way, and then go for it.
This is a pitfall on this route. That's some 4 of the last 5 have struggled up.
this is the much easier way than going with the left hand.
Okay then. That's the big pitfall gone. But now the clock is now becoming an enemy. As Erwin mentioned at the start, she doesn't have a watch. It probably will beep around 2 minutes or around about the 1 minute mark to say get a move on.
Yeah, probably. I think right now she's not looking at it at all, but usually when she's resting, she's gonna check the time. How is it? And I think, I don't know, I'm not used to having watch. I never run out of time, so I don't know how it is actually.
I'll tell you why, because you top out in super fast time, don't you?
If I top out, I top out in super fast time.
90 seconds.
Yeah, I think she'll have to speed up a bit. But from this point on, there's no actual rest. The next move is hard. You can shake a bit, but from that point on, it's just game on, and you have to show your best and just climb to the top, or as far as you can get. The next move was a bit tricky for Jessica. We'll see how Anna will do it.
Time to roll the dice for Anna Verhoeven.
She did
1 minute left to go. 57 plus is what she requires to take the lead.
She'll definitely have to speed up a bit.
She's still got a quarter of the way to go.
She can't rest any longer. She just have to go for it and hopefully reach the top in time. But we can see that these last moves are really hard. All of the girls are struggling here.
30 seconds. Time is a major factor now for Anna Verhoeven. Got to go for it now, got to roll the dice, take the gamble. There's only 20 seconds left to go.
She's pretty pumped, but I think she can still do a few more moves.
15 seconds. No. 7 minutes, 52 seconds it was for Anna Verhoeven. We've got 56 on our graphic. We'll wait for the judges' score to be confirmed to us. We'll wait for it to come in. Jessie Bills is motionless. She's not moving at all. I think she knows that she is still the leader. Wait for it to be confirmed.
Yeah, this is her last move. I think she didn't do any mistake. She just pumped out. I think she climbed pretty good as well.
She's going to have a chat with our colleagues from NRK. And it is 55 plus for Anna Verhoeven. Jessie Bills will be on the podium once again. The question is now, what colour? Two more climbers to come, and they are the big beasts as well of female lead climbing. One is the world champion, the other is the European champion. One has got 23 World Cups, the other has got 17. And they both shared 11 of the last 12. That's where we are right now. Hills 57 plus, Verhoeven 55 plus, Jeniko 37 plus. Jan Kim, Nina Markovic. This route, does it benefit either?
I think any one of those girls can win. Both have a lot of endurance, and I think because we could see that it's mostly physical, this route, and I think Mina or Jan Kim both can win. It just, maybe it will be how calm they are, how fluently they climb, and to do as little mistakes as possible.
One of the great ambassadors of this sport. 23 times she's won World Cups. She finally got the big one last year in Gijon. After being the perennial bridesmaid of climbing and being the silver medalist on 3 consecutive occasions, she picked up the world title in Gijon last year.
She was so happy. I remember her crying.
There wasn't a dry eye in the house.
Yeah, I think everyone was happy for her at that competition. I think, and she really deserved it. She climbed so amazing in Gijon.
So then 57 plus is what she is chasing right now.
She's such a great climber. She's always happy. I think in Ames, in the semifinals, where she did mistake, when she came back to the spectators' place, she was already smiling, talking to other climbers, and I think this is the best approach of any sportswoman. How do you say it?
At times she does make it look quite effortless. Very interesting to see. I'm not sure if that is a watch on her left-hand side or if it's a bracelet of sorts.
I think it's a bracelet.
But there's one thing that Jan Kim has been guilty of, and she even admits it herself, is time management can be a little bit...
She's got the watch on her harness.
Ah, there it is, yes, watch on the harness. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, because having the watch on the wrist can, if there are bigger holds in the game, it can be bothering you. So that's why I think she's having it on her harness.
Something she has mentioned she has been guilty of in the past has been her time management on the wall. But still, you can't really say she could be too guilty of it. She's won 23 World Cups.
Yeah, I think in this route she will have to speed up because we could see when Jessica was climbing and when Anak was climbing, they both were really close to running out of time. So she'll have to speed up a bit, at least the first part, and then the second part she can take some more time. Jan Kim always looks so calm, like
calmness personified, isn't she?
Like she's on training, not on competition at all. So I think this is also one of big reason why she's so strong.
Well, it's very much a penitent approach so far. She's been quite humble towards this route. 2.5 minutes have already been eaten up, and she's around 20 feet off the floor right now. It's only about a quarter of the way into the route. Jan Kim has won 6 World Cups on the last 12. Only won 2, though, out of the last 7. Mina's taken the other 5. Oh! Covers well. Second there. From that angle, it looks like she was slipping, but then I just remembered that's from our roof cam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Angle was deceiving there, and it caught me off guard.
Different angles can show. Like some moves can seem so much harder from the top than they're actually. You can see them from the bottom, and even sometimes the holds look so much worse when you're looking at them from the top, and when you hold them, they're actually pretty good.
Jan, the winner out in Briançon this year, winner in Inzai at the end of last year. Didn't make the final though in Imps. It was a big shock, that was, and it's been a bogey wall, you could say, for Jan Kim in the past. She's never won in Imst, amazingly. It's one of the few venues that she's never won at. And she did even make the final there this year. She went out in 12th place.
Yeah, she did a mistake. I think she slipped off the wall. And like I said before, she was not sad at all. When I saw her 5 minutes after her performance, she was already smiling, talking to others. So.
Yeah, she was in good mood this afternoon. I had a quick chat with her in the lift in our hotel. She was in the same hotel as where I'm staying at the moment, and she was very happy. And we just went over a little bit of lunch, and was looking forward to the final here in Stavanger. First time we've been here, and hopefully we'll be back here many, many more times. We've been brilliant hosts as this port city in Norway.
Yeah, Norway is really good, and also the organization here is pretty good. They're doing their best, trying to make everybody happy, competitors and even the spectators and everyone. And I think they did a great job so far.
Second that. Now then, Jan.
she only has 3 minutes left, so she definitely have to speed up a bit because she's at half point. So we don't want to run out of time for her.
Now the crowd are right behind the South Korean, right behind the world champion.
Yeah, she's resting on this big yellow ball. Well, a lot of hers had problems. We'll see how she handles it. Hopefully she will go with the right hand. Yeah, she's not decided. It's not a good thing to hesitate on this kind of move. You just have to decide for one option and go for it. It's usually better. Otherwise you get pumped too much and it only gets... Oh, I don't think this was the easiest way to do it, but...
Oh, she got!
Yeah, like I said, this was like... Sometimes if you're too strong, you can do harder moves, and when you feel that you can do, you go and you do a mistake, and this was the big mistake for her. She should just go for it with the right hand, and too bad it cost her a really good place.
Well then, it will not be another World Cup for Kim Jae-hee here in Stavanger. You called it, Urban?
Yeah, she had to jump for it, and as you can see, the left hold is not that good, and also the right one, and hanging on those two holds is not a good idea. And she was actually pretty close to hold it, but I guess the move was just too hard for her.
Customary bow to the crowd as always before she climbs and after she climbs. Whatever happens, Kim Jae-hee, I think I feel like 37 plus. I think it might be. It's around that area. Getting to third place right now. So then,
Jessica's in the game for her first victory.
Jessie Pills sits stage left right now. Is one climber away, one more bullet to dodge, and that is the one who's won 3 out of the last 4. Mina Markovic, and who has admitted herself she has been in good form this year. She trained hard over the winter.
Yeah, we trained together, and I must say that Mina is really, really strong. When it comes to the right route, she can beat almost any man, I think. Yeah, they have such a great finger power.
Just quickly where we stand right now. Jessie Pills, 57 plus leads. Annick Verhoeven, 55 plus in second. Kim Jae-hee, 39. 337 pluses there from Jenicko, Callan, Ota. They are separated from their scores in the previous round. Yuka Kobayashi, 36 plus in 7th place. Last one, here we go. This women's final. And that is the 26-year-old from Slovenia.
Hopefully she'll reach the top. Then we have one top, but we'll see what happens. She will have to do her best. We saw that there's no room for mistakes. Even a climber like Jae Kim can, if you do the move wrong, you can go off the wall easily.
The clock has started. So 57 plus. The timer now is irrelevant now. They're going to be separated on the comeback score from the semi-final between Jessie and Mina. Only comes into force if she gets 55 plus in terms of Annick Verhoeven. That's when it will be a separator. But if she gets 57 plus, she will be the champion here in Stavanger. And once again, it's a very intelligent audience here in Norway. They have given a deafening silence. The only things you can hear right now are the two MCs, Henning and Bjorn, who are sitting to our right.
We can see that her clip has turned. Now she has to adjust it before she can clip it. Sometimes this can be a bit of mental thing also for the competitor. You have to stay calm even in situations like this one. And at least the good thing is that it's early in the route, so you're not bumped, you have time, you're relaxed. But if it happens in the upper part, then it's a really mental game. I'm not sure if you can actually call for like a technical incident for that. But you know, when you're climbing, you don't want to finish your climbing. You're so focused, you just want to finish your attempt.
Exactly. You don't have a reclimb on a technicality, so you want to try and win the thing outright first of all, don't you? So.
Yeah, I think you focus on that one attempt, and you do your best. You're so focused that when you finish with the attempt, you're like, all the pressure and everything just falls off, and you're like actually get really tired after a good performance, even though it's just one climb.
2 minutes so far for Mina Markovic, who was the winner in Imst a couple of weeks ago, won the European title, which was also a World Cup as well, out in Chamonix in mid-July.
This is the first dynamic move. She just has to go for it. The next hold is good.
She's hesitant over it right now.
It happens with the strong climbers. They know they're strong, and they mustn't do any mistake, and they don't want to risk it. They want to do everything 100% sure, and sometimes it can backfire. Hopefully, she'll just go for it as soon as possible and won't lose too much time here. She has to stay calm, see all the methods, and then just stick to one and go for it.
Taking 30 seconds or so on this, and now makes the move. Markovic is the one who can stop Jessica Pills winning her first World Cup title. We've said many times it's going to be a matter of time before Jessie Pills wins her first. It was a case of when, not if. Markovic is the only one to stop her now.
Yeah, Mina has so much endurance that even with those kind of mistakes, like small mistakes, she still has enough energy to top out the group. So far looking good.
4 minutes left to go to get half of the allotted time. That's about a third towards a halfway mark of the route.
Often climbers are resting just to prepare for the next moves. Even though you're not that pumped, you just kind of relax, breathe deeply, and then prepare for the next moves. And like it's more like a head rest, mental rest, than the physical rest. And often it's good after like a hard sequence or when you have some problems to stop a bit, just to relax, to collect yourself, and then continue as nothing happened before.
So you can see on your screen right now where she's at, how long she has left as well.
Hopefully she go the right method around the big yellow hole.
Here we go. It's been a pitfall for this final. Verhoeven. Pills have got past this and advanced up the route. Jan Kim came off the wall not long after this point.
She mustn't hesitate here. She just has to decide and go for it. And yeah, she did it. You just have to go for it.
Textbook stuff from the European champion.
I think she still has enough time to top the group. She was struggling a bit here, but now here is another small rest point.
2 minutes to go. 1 quarter of the route is still to do. 1 quarter of the time left.
She can rest a bit here, but from that point on, she just has to go for it. 1 minute and a bit more than 1 minute and a half left. And it's still enough time to top.
I think bookmakers right now would have odds on. Once she makes a move shortly though.
Yeah, Mina's one of the girls that's not using the watch, so she doesn't know whether she has a minute left or 3 minutes left. So
rest point for Markovic. She approaches the 1 minute mark. She comes off the wall, she recovers well, and now she's making a bid for glory here.
yeah, she went with the right hand. Both of the girls, like Anna and Jessica, went with the left hand. And this was even, I think she even had to jump more than the girl before, but she did it great, and she still looks quite fresh, and she could do this.
Crowd warming to Markovic. She's under the minute though.
Yeah, she's on her favorite hold, scrims, so I think she can stick it.
On the 53 mark we have her right now. 30 seconds left to play. Jessie Pills may have to wait another day to become the champion of a World Cup. Her day will come. Markovic looking to give the crowd something to cheer here in Stavanger. One move away maybe from topping out here.
Same as Jessica, I think.
Markovic is just too good. She's got to a stage of her career that she's just picking up World Cups for fun. Jessie Pills is walking across the arena now. I think she's going to congratulate the Slovenian, who is going to be confirmed as the champion.
Both Mina and Jessica climbed really well. They deserved the first and the second place. And I think Jessica is not sad at all.
No, I wouldn't be at all. Jessie Pills climbed like a true champion here, but it's going to the European champion, Mina Markovic. Just waiting for it to be confirmed, but she got so near from topping out to the end there, but it would have been a fantastic way to seal victory. And in fact, it was exactly the same score as Jessie Pills. 57 with the positive move, 57 plus. It's gone on the countback. Mina Markovic wins due to a semi-final score being better than Jessica Pills.
Yeah, it's
Mina topped out in the semi-finals. Jessie got 42 plus, and that's what it's been as the tiebreak.
It's too bad she didn't do 2 more moves, so we could see the top. But then again, it's still better to have a harder route with no tops than with too many tops.
A good final, though.
Yeah, it's a good final. We could see good climbing. I think the good route is where you have like surprises that you can do mistakes. Even the best climbers can do mistakes, and that it's not obvious that the best climber is going to win. So I think this was a really good route.
Indeed, it was a fantastic route indeed. Credit must go to Jessie Pills, who got so near yet so far, but she will take a lot of heart from what she's achieved here in Stavanger. She sent Mina Markovic one message, as she sent the climbing water message: I'm here, and I'm here to stay. Second place for Verhoeven, again, there or thereabouts once more. Another conservative type climb. She did take her time towards the second half of her route. She picked up another bronze medal for her efforts, but it's Mina Markovic who's going to pick up the plaudits and the gold medal here in Stavanger in Norway. Many, many congratulations to her. And now she's picked up 6 of the last 8 World Cups here on the IFSC circuit, going back the last 14 months. What a record. What a record indeed. Everybody just up and stretching their legs right now. Mina Markovic is just on the far right on the stage, just as she just prepared herself. She's going to be interviewed by Norwegian broadcast partners, NRK, Simon and his team. But here's confirmation of the lead final here in Stavanger in Norway. Mina Markovic has picked up yet another World Cup crown with that 57 plus. Jessica Pills, it won't be a matter of time before she picks up her first. 57 plus for the Austrian. Annick Verhoeven, another good climb from her. 55 plus. Jan Kim, only one win from her in 2015 so far. 39 doesn't podium here. Helen Jenico, Tasha Callan, Lisa Otter and Eva Kobayashi make up those places on this women's final. So then here are the 8 who will do battle very shortly for the men's Lead World Cup here in Stavanger. Veterata will come on first, Schubert, Gasolfi, Ondra, Elenka, Zuber, Skovic and De Grange. It's going to be fascinating. It really will be fascinating to see which one of their mates will pick up the World Cup here. Some people are saying to me, Adam Ondra maybe. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't won this year, which some people will regard as a surprise. Bear in mind he won a number of World Cups and 2 world titles last year in bouldering and lead. And I interviewed him on Friday, and there's an interview you'll see on YouTube. And I asked him about 2015, how's it gone? He says, I'm disappointed I haven't won yet. He's quite annoyed with himself. He hasn't actually won yet. But look at the names around him though. You've got Veterata, Schubert, Gasolfi, Ondra, Elenka, Zuber, Skovic and De Grange. And here comes Francesco Veterata right now. First climber of 8 in this men's final. And what a story this is for this young man who has never made a final before. 10th has been his best ever finish in climbing. He was second at the Rockmaster last year. Out in Arkle, we'll be in Arkle, just to remind you, of course, over the next couple of weeks, next 2 weekends, we'll be there for the World Youth Championships. Bouldering next week, followed by lead and speed the weekend after.
Yeah, it's his first final, and he's the first one to go out, so he's got nothing to lose. I think tonight he's just gonna enjoy it, go for it, and I think it's gonna be a great performance by him.
Amen to that. Let's see what Francesco Veterata can do. He's been knocking the door on finals in the past as well. He's been so close on a number of occasions. So Veterata is just about to start. Irvin, I thank you so much for hosting the women's final. We're going to have a change of commentator in the box. Magnus Midbo is going to come into the chair. My thanks to you, my friend, and hopefully we'll see you again very soon.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. It was interesting, and yeah, maybe we see each other another time.
Thank you, my friend. So Veterata just starting out, and he's just ran from his position at NRK. So we've changed one great analyst for another great analyst. Magnus Midbo, a very good afternoon to you. Here on home soil, I know you'd rather be out there on the wall,
yeah, definitely.
But this must be great for you here in Stavanger.
Yeah, it's amazing to see like Norway pull off such a good competition. I think it's been great so far. I know all the athletes have enjoyed themselves, so I'm excited to watch this male finals, even though I'm not in it.
I know it was heartbreaking. I know for yourself going out on the bubble. Tell me about this route. What should we expect?
Well, I think it looks a lot different from yesterday. Yesterday was all about endurance and no sketchy move really, but this one looks a little tricky. So kind of more exciting to watch, I guess. I think anyone could do well on this route. Like you need to relax and climb. You need to be calm and just climb well, you know.
Oh, Veterata just struggling a little. He's recovered well though. Thomas Gomes and Gautier Super said to me yesterday about yesterday's route, it was very stamina sapping.
Yeah.
This one, roughly the same, or is it more strength based?
I think it's more strength based, and I think you need to just go for it. It looks more bouldery in a way, so it'll be exciting to watch. I think yeah, you need to climb like an underdog in this route, kind of. Yeah.
Who does it benefit?
I would say Gautier could do really well on this route. He seems like not nervous at all when he climbs. It's like he doesn't care, you know? He climbs like as if it was a practice. And I think that's really good on this route.
I think that win in Briançon has given him a new lease of life on a climbing wall, hasn't it? You know, he seems a different climber now.
Yeah, I think he's a different climber. You know, he also has the confidence now. Which could have affected him in a negative way too, I guess, because he could have gotten like too nervous and afraid of messing up. But he seems to be just as calm and relaxed as always, so that's a good thing.
Absolutely. Veterata, as you mentioned, is climbing like an underdog. He is the underdog of the 8, it must be said. It's his first final.
Yeah.
For the 22-year-old, as I mentioned, he was second at the Rockmaster last year. and his season so far has been, well, it hasn't been much to write home about, in fact. It didn't actually make the semi-finals out in Chamonix. Went out there quite early at 37th place, 24th in Briançon, 22nd in Imst, and all of a sudden finds a climb of his life yesterday in the semi-finals to qualify in 8th place. He climbed very well too. Just falls short here. But whatever happens in the first final, he would have enjoyed himself, and it's a good confidence boost for the rest of the season. Looking towards the second half of this route, Magnus, this is where this game's going to be won and lost.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, he climbed pretty relaxed up to there, I would say. So it'll be interesting to see how the top really is. I haven't gotten to see it from. I'm looking at it now.
So Veterata, around about 32-33 mark we have on our graphic. I'll give you confirmation what it is from our judges' scoreboard in a few moments, but just talk us through what went wrong here.
It's, you know, he seemed to like he lost balance on that move, you know, and then he just went for it to get the plus. I think you need to grab the undercling static and then do like a controlled jump to the big hold. And I guess you can shake out a little bit on that big hold before you do the traverse going left. I think this route could really suit Jacob too.
So yes, your close friend.
Yep.
Well, you guys train together and are good buddies off the wall as well. And I seem to recall myself and your good self were commentating in Mokpo, and this is roughly the same type of final. Jakob went out early in that final, didn't he?
He did, and he won.
And he won.
Yeah.
He only wanted to top out, and he won.
Yeah.
But I think the weather was a factor that day. We were lucky enough to be indoors here in Stavanger. But he's won from going out early in the past, and he may look back on that and think, well, I've done this once before. Stick the pressure on. Who knows? May happen again. Schubert made every final so far this season. Silver medalist in Imst. He's got so close there in the past on home soil. Never won there. Been second on a number of occasions. I mentioned to him after that final in Imst, he said it's a unlucky place for you, this place, isn't it? He goes, no, it's a lucky place. I always podium here, but I never win. 14 times a World Cup winner. The world champion of 2012, of course. Only missed one final of the last 14 months, and that was in Wujiang last year, where it seemed every big name went off the wall in that semi-final. It was a graveyard of the greats that day. But he made every final since then, and it hasn't been out the top 6. Seemed to be a little bit annoyed with his performance yesterday in the semi-final. I think he felt he could have done a lot better.
Yeah, he messed up a move down low, right? And he told me it was a battle from that point on. But he looks good now. I mean, this looks sketchy. It's going to be sketchy for everyone, so I think it's... but he seems pretty calm.
He was quite calm when he entered the arena on his skateboard earlier this afternoon.
Yeah.
Gave me a wave. But he hasn't won for a while. Mokpo, as I mentioned, was the last time he has won, and that was when we were commentating together, Magnus.
Yeah, that's a while ago.
And it was last October. We've had, how many? 6 World Cups since then.
Yeah.
6th place out in Chamonix, bronze medalist in Briançon, silver medalist out in Imst. The 23-year-old world number 2 at the moment. team sitting right behind me, turning on their own. As I mentioned, it's been just 2 World Cups he's picked up in the last 14 months. Hainan was the other one as well. That was June 2014. Mokpo in October 2014. 2 out of 12 for Jakob, who's won 14 World Cups, just to remind you as well. World Cups in both disciplines too.
He's still looking good. I mean, Jacob does not like high feet, and so hopefully he won't get any of that.
You've been training with him a lot. What has he been improving on? What's he been working on more than anything else?
I mean, he has his routine, you know. He has a lot of hard routes at Tivoli. He's very dedicated. He really trains hard, and he's really determined, you know. When he says he's going to do something, he'll do it no matter what. Like, while the rest of us is like kind of lazy, and sometimes we finish too early, and like, nah.
Dedication.
Yeah. That pretty much sums it up. Oh, he gets a knee bar there. He's trying to, at least.
That's what he's attempting.
Yeah.
Halfway through his allotted time. 35 plus is what Francesco Battirata scored. Just to tell you, Jakob around, I would say, what, 2/3 of the way into the route.
I think he's going to like that move if he can just get up to that point. That jump is going to suit him. Just matching feet and then going for it. Or trying to heel it. Is that going to work? Yeah.
Well, that's the pitfall that the route setters have put on this route. I know it's difficult for you to see here because we've got a big metal pillar in front of our commentary position where this route is. So.
But it's pretty high up on the wall. I mean, there's a traverse section to the left, and then, but I would say only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 10 moves left or something. Yeah.
So we'll wait for confirmation of that score coming. It was 34 plus for Battirata, by the way. It's been put down 1 move from the 35 plus that was recorded earlier. So we'll wait for Jakob's score to come into us. I think it'll be 3 or 4 moves past Francesco.
It's only 1, or he's stuck the sloper. That
2, there we go.
Yep.
36 plus has just been put in for Jakob. He leads. There's still a long, long way to go and some great climbers still to come, but that is going to be the real acid test, as it were, on this route.
Yeah.
On that section.
I think so. But then Francesco didn't even get the undercling, right? Because I thought he got the undercling and then jumped, but maybe he tried to do it in the same move, going for the undercling and then jumping in the same movement, and that's why he didn't get the 35 plus instead of 34 plus.
It's been revised down 1 move from one Italian, Battirata. Now we see the other one, who has won a World Cup to his name, Stefano Ghisolfi. He was a viral video star of the end of 2014 for the efforts he did on the US game show Ninja Warrior. We're seen by millions of viewers online. A very humble gentleman, it must be said. He's a very nice person to speak to. A bit quiet as well, must be said. Picked up that first World Cup win in Wujiang. The end. In October last year. A couple of finals made this year, out in Chamonix when he came in 7th place. In Briançon he was 6th. Didn't make the final though in Imst, but he came in 10th place there. It was a big victory for him, that win in Wujiang. As he's been admitted to the club now of World Cup winners.
I find this this kind of route really entertaining to watch. You know, it's like you can mess up anywhere, and it's not like you don't feel secure. at any point. But I hate climbing those kind of routes, you know. But I love watching.
You love watching them, but you don't
I hate climbing them.
So basically anything can happen.
Yeah.
And it usually does. Sophie, 21 years of age. Popular victory it was as well in Wujiang. Many other climbers congratulating Stefano in China afterwards. Last 4 finals. He won in Wujiang, and then the following week he went to Inzai, and the wave of confidence did he make the final there? Out in 18th place. Did the hard work, did the hard job. He's 2 minutes into his climb right now.
This move looks pretty hard. It's a big move. Kind of, yeah. He looked better on that move than any of the other climbers so far. So let's see how he does in the hard section. This part looks a little easier. You can just kind of like shake out and look at the next section. But that big hole just looks heinous. But I think one of the for Jacob, the problem was that he had his heel down low and he couldn't release it without his body like swinging out, you know. So I think he felt it coming and he just had to go for the jump. But maybe I think the way is to match the feet and then go for it as like just not with a heel hook. But we'll see.
That's what it is from the floor, as you can see.
Yeah, that's where Jacob got kind of a knee bar. See if you... No, he just went for the jump.
About the same as his fellow countryman.
Yeah.
Veterata is round about the same type of move. Take a bow, Stefano, another final. And you feel that he won't be having just one World Cup to his name in his career. Talented climber, and we'll see a lot more of him, that is for sure. But same as Veterata though?
Yep, exactly the same.
Just coming across. Good job.
Yeah.
So we should be at 34 with a positive move, I would have thought. No, in fact, 35 with a positive.
So he got the undercling is 35 then, I guess, right?
Well, that's what's been given.
Yeah.
35 plus. That's where we have it right now. Schubert 34 plus Veterata. Sorry, Veterata 34 plus, Schubert 36 plus. As you mentioned, the 35th move.
Yeah, that's
between the both. So then, 3 climbers down, 5 to go.
It's going to be interesting to see Adam on that move.
How's he going to tackle this?
Well, I think just like Stefano did, maybe trying like that. It's like how Jacob did it. It looks good to get that big hold, but from there it looks heinous because then you have to release the heel hook and just like. You'll have the same problem, basically. I think it's just faster going for it. But it looks really hard. But it'll be interesting to see Adam on that move, because he's a little taller, and maybe he can reach all the way without losing his feet. And maybe it'll be easier for him, I don't know.
So then, 3 down, 5 to go. And a very popular climber he is as well. Adam Ondra, two-time world champion in either discipline. Won world championship in bouldering, won in August, around this weekend, in fact, 12 months ago. And then 3 weeks later, he went to Dijon and won the world lead title. A feat that many writers and scholars of the sport say can probably never be achieved again. Such as the way World Championships are going to be back in Bercy in 2 years' time and in Innsbruck 2 years after that, where they'll be both on the same weekend. It'll take superhuman feats to win both their world titles in Bercy next year, but I wouldn't put it past this gentleman. When he's good, he's very, very good.
And he's been doing a lot of comps this year, right?
Yes, indeed. Not just in lead, but in bouldering as well. He mentioned that at the end of last year. In fact, he was on commentary with me in Wuzhang. He said, next year I'm going to do every comp. Every comp. I'm going to go for every comp, and then I'll decide at the end of the year how I feel, see where we go from there. But he's had a quiet 2015 when I chatted to him on Friday. He's a little bit disappointed with his season so far. You know, I think he's a sportsman who enjoys winning.
Yeah, and he's very dedicated, I think.
Very dedicated, and you can see in his demeanour, not just on the wall, off the wall as well. Very professional in his attitude. 9 World Cups to his name in league competition. He's won 4 at the last 12. Has missed a couple of finals though. He's missed 4 finals of the last 14 months. One in Nanyang, in Chamonix as well. Didn't make the final in Mokpo. Didn't make the final in Wuzhang when I think every major climber didn't make the final in Wuzhang. It was a strange semi-final there, but Inzai won, Kron won at the end of the year, as well as winning that world title in Dijon and also winning in Imst as well. This year though, quiet. He did get the silver medalist in Chamonix, got 7th in Briançon, 4th place in Imst as well. Hasn't been a perfect season so far for Adam Ondra. It took him 4 attempts to win a World Cup last year, and the 4th one this year, so who knows? History may repeat itself. And just 2 minutes in and already he's motoring up the ball.
Yeah, he's a fast climber.
Very popular climber as well. A lot of people like watching Adam Ondra. He's quick, he's very attack-minded. Doesn't play conservatively. Goes hell for leather.
He's also super passionate about climbing, and I think that's one of the things that people really like about him.
He loves the sport.
He loves the sport. It's his life. And
it's a sport. He's so dedicated to his passion.
This will be interesting. Right here. Is he gonna try to do the heel hook, or is he just gonna go for it? He's matching feet. Yeah. Oh, top knee makes this look so easy.
Was his height a benefit there?
Yeah, maybe, but he also looks just stronger on that move. I mean, I gotta say, he even clipped from that position. The others have just looked pumped, you know, uncomfortable on that move. But he even clipped from there.
Here. Oh, no. Well, it didn't take long in his attempt, only 3.5 minutes into the climb, but he does have the lead. Well, we are motoring in this men's final, it must be said. Adam Ondra will have the lead in this final. Just waiting to see what the score would be. We've said it's really given him something to think about, that is for sure. He did seem comfortable there.
Yeah, he seemed really comfortable. But where he fell, that looked kind of weird, because he was just jumping for it, almost like he wanted the plus point, you know? But it looked like, because he looked pretty fresh, so it looked like he could have kept going. But anyways, good job.
Just talk us through it.
Yeah, as you see, he's just jumping for it. It looks like half-hearted, you know? He could have put up his foot and tried to do it more like static, move to it, but I mean, I think it's weird. Maybe he was more tired than he looked. It's often hard to say from the ground.
Adam and Jakob just chatting about the route. Adam's going to have a chat with our Norwegian friends in RK. So we're halfway through the final. Still waiting for Adam's score to be inputted into the computer, but I think our guys in the graphics truck may have already got it. It is 40 plus, by the way, that's just been confirmed to us. There is where Ondra got to, that gold line. 40 plus, Schubert 36 plus, Kusolny 35 plus, halfway through this final 4 to go, which include a German, a Slovenian and 2 Frenchmen. That's where we stand right now. Ondra 40 plus, Schubert 36 plus, Kusolny 35 plus, Vitorata 34 plus. Seb Helenka is the next climber to come out, who has been in a rich vein of form in 2015. After the end of last year, when he was at 104-degree temperature, when he was out in South Korea last year, and was told not to climb, and in the end, he had been sent home. And he comes out with a smile, like the Cheshire Cat, the man with the red mohawk. Saw him down by the harbour this morning. He was watching the deep water solo competition being taking place out at the harbour in Stavanger, climbing wall over the harbour water. A few of the climbers who didn't make the final had a go on that, I did notice. And they seemed to have a lot of fun as well on a nice warm summer's day it was here in Stavanger this afternoon, about 22 degrees, it was perfect for it.
Yep. I think Sebastian can get really high on this route if he can, if he's just not nervous and climbs as well as he did in Chamonix. You know, in Chamonix it looked like he climbed without any pressure. He was just so relaxed and calm the whole way.
I think it was a case of he went out first in that final in Chamonix, and he said to me after he felt no pressure. I felt no pressure.
And was it his first final too?
It was his first final as well. And Domin Skokovic, who was sitting in where you were, he said he should have won.
Yeah.
He was the one who looked the least tired of all the climbers. He just made an unforced error towards the end of the route, and he came off the wall.
Yeah. But I think he was also so surprised on the last move. You know, he was there and he was just like, oh my God, I'm at the last move actually, and then he just like did a half-hearted jump to the last hole, but I think he could have stuck that move and actually won in Chamonix.
Picked up the bronze medal there in Chamonix, made the final in Imps as well. Didn't feel too well apparently in Briançon, he was telling me. Didn't make the final there, wasn't feeling 100%. Chatting to him yesterday though, who climbed well in that semi-final. He says he's back to 100%, he's ready to go. 20 years of age, just to remind you as well. Former World Youth Champion, 2012. So definitely a climber who has pedigree in this competition and in this sport for years to come.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no, and he's furious with himself. Fist pump, punches the floor in disgust.
He was just adjusting that undercling.
That was an unforced error.
No.
Seb Helenka's not going to be his day here today in Stavanger.
Well, that's the thing with this route. Anything can happen.
Well, you hit the nail on the head, absolutely. Yeah. You know, you said, great to watch, anything can happen. It's caught us all off guard. So Ondra will still remain in that champion's chair.
Yep.
3 climbers still to go. But Seb Helenka, he's got a face like a bulldog chewing a wasp right now. Not happy.
So who's the next climber now?
Gauthier. The man you're tipping.
Yep.
Yeah, so Sebalenka came off the wall. I'm just seeing the time. 1 minute 45 seconds into his route. I don't think Gauthier Super's ready. I don't think. I think he's still lacing his boots. Sebalenka departs. He will be very. Oh dear. Oh, he's not happy at all. The bag is gone. Oh my word. Well, I wish our Norwegian partners the best of luck in getting an interview from him right now. What a sportsman he is. I think he's going to be happy to oblige. Well, Simon from NRK, I would give him 2 minutes if I were you. Yeah, I think he needs to calm down a little. He's frustrated with his performance there, but you live and learn. We move on. Great crowd here in Stavanger. It's great to see. You know, here you must be proud on home turf here to see everybody come out.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's they've been planning this for a long time now, and advertising it online, newspapers, TV, and they've really done a good job getting a lot of people here because there's no tradition in Norway for watching climbing competitions, and so I was actually surprised that so many people showed up.
Well, Sebalenka, well, there you go, penny for your thoughts there. Well, I seem to recall one climber doing that in a World Championship last year, and he received a yellow card. So, but I don't think that hasn't happened to Sebastian. Still waiting for Gauthier Super, who is probably wearing his shoes on. Didn't expect to be out there so quickly, and he's sprinting out with the blocks. Winner in Briançon, and a popular winner it was too for Gauthier Super, who had a nightmare time in Asia at the end of last year, who seemed to come off the wall early in finals. He's put that long behind him now. What can Superman do here? You feel this route will suit him?
I think so. If he can stay relaxed and climb like he normally is, then I think it'll really suit him. It's all about taking chances here, but I also thought it would suit Adam.
Oh my word.
I almost cut the rope there.
Caught in the rope there. Yeah. That would have been a disaster. In Emst, 5th place in Chamonix as well.
Skipping intermediates there, just jumping right through.
Full of confidence from that victory in Briançon as well. Made every final bar Chamonix last year towards the end of the season. We're getting stuck in a bit of a rut. Coming off the wall very early in finals. He put it down to bad luck in the end and not bad form. But those days are long gone now. Now he's part of the climbing circle who have secured a World Cup victory. +40 is what he's chasing, by the way. That is Adam Ondra's score, who's watching on with intent at Champions deck chair. Great view there from our camera on the wall, just to see those holds up close and personal.
Really surprising how easy Adam did this. Interested to see if Gauthier will make it look as easy. Is he going to clip from there as well? Oh yeah, he looks super relaxed. No, but he's not climbing from there.
Now to clip in. It's only 3 minutes been eaten up so far of his 8. How's it looking to you, Magnus?
Oh, he's looking super good. If you can just figure out this section, it's kind of hard to read. It looked like Adam must have done something wrong, because there should be an easier way. And if Gutierre can find that way, I'm pretty sure he can top this out.
Well, he's around about a third of the way left to go here. Or got down time, he's got annals of it.
Yeah.
Hasn't he reached the halfway point, but he's looking good right now.
Oh yeah.
Super stuff. Pardon the pun.
Yeah, and it's locking his feet. He has a good toe hook with the right. Does not look too tired.
Well, Magnus, you called it. You said Gautier would enjoy this route, and it seems to be. He did so. He has the lead. Bidding for a second World Cup this season. Gautier Super. Looking good right now. Guaranteed a medal. And he's delighted with that performance. So then Adam Ondra heads across the arena. Gautier Super will have the champion's chair to enjoy. Our IFSC Vice President is just you got to do some media commitments, my friend. It's a live Norwegian TV. This is how he finished off his climb, and you said it from the start, this would suit him, and absolutely right.
Yeah, too bad I didn't put any money on that.
You're not allowed to, you know. So there you have it.
Yep.
Gautier Super will lead. I'm just waiting for the score to be put into us. It would be 42, maybe 43 plus. Just waiting for it to be confirmed. Our judges are still inputting the scores right now, so it hasn't landed on our computer, but I think our guys in the truck may have that score already. In fact, it has just come in. It is 43 plus for Gautier Super. Adam Ondra in second place with 40 plus. Jakob Schubert 36 plus. Domin Skofic, Romain Desgrange are the two climbers still to come. On this wonderful evening here in Stavanger. It's sunshine, like Barbados before lunch here for the last couple of days. It's been fantastic weather. And I know everybody has enjoyed their time here in Norway for the first time. We have been here in the past for European Youth Cups, but for the first time a IFSC Lead World Cup has come here, and hopefully we'll be back here for more of the same in the future. Super leads 43 plus, Ondra 40 plus, Schubert 36 plus, Sophie 35 plus, Veterata 34 plus, Alenka 23. 2 climbs to go. It is the first of them 2. And it is Domin Skofic.
That's a route that I would say typically doesn't suit him so well. It's more bouldery, it's less about endurance. But I mean, Domin is a really good climber, so obviously he can pull it off.
Climber, you feel, as I was saying earlier about Jesse Pills and Annick Verhoeven, those type of climbers that got the talent to win multiple World Cups, but talking about winning the first, and this gentleman is up there in that bracket, you feel. Never won a World Cup, but it's a case of not if, but when. .43 plus is what he is chasing. That is Gautier Super's climb. No tops here today so far in either competition. I know our route setters would have wanted to try and get no more than one. Or make it so difficult that he'll go on a score.
It looks like he knows he has to be determined. It looks like he's speeding up. He's climbing faster than he normally is, and if he can keep that up, I think he'll have a good run here. Looks very calm compared to some of the other climbers.
Skovich, the world number 4. Bit of a shaky season so far. 9th in Chamonix, and he was punished by sitting next to me in the commentary box. 9th place in Briançon as well. Made the final in Imst when he come in on the podium in 3rd place there. 2nd place in Mokpo, his best ever performance. 3rd in Chamonix as well last year. 3rd in Inzai, made a number of finals at the end of last year as well. And you feel it's just a case of not if now, but when Domin Skovich stands on top of a podium.
Yeah, is it going to be in Stavanger?
Is it going to be in Stavanger?
2015.
Well, really lost his foot in there for a second.
Domin is so good at heel-hooking. He'll heel-hook anything. You can see that, right? Using his heels. Very flexible.
Very flexible climber. There's something happening in Slovenian climbing at the moment, and they just keep producing this conveyor belt of talent. Big arm they did. And Chamonix, and also in Imst as well. Now she's prepared herself for Marco on the lead. Skovich. 3 minutes down for the Slovenian. That's where he is right now with 5 minutes left to play. Oh no! Oh no, no, no. Well, it's not going to be Domin's day. 29. With Domin Skovich. What went wrong there?
He did it very differently from the others, or he tried to. Like, he put a high right heel hook, and it looked like he just lost balance kind of, and he it was something about balance, not really balanced there. So yeah, that was too bad. I don't think that was the hardest part of the route, and it's sort of like Halenke did, I guess. Just.
Another good look at it right now, but it's been a disappointment for Domin Skovich, who's not going to make the podium here in Stavanger. Just talk us through it here, Magnus.
Yeah, you see his high heel hook, and he has nothing for his left foot. He's like searching for something, but he couldn't find it. And then, yeah, he gets kind of like a barn door, you know, when you swing out. It just looks weird. And it looks like he's realizing it as he's going for the hold. So he's a little hesitant, and then it's off. Yeah, that's too bad.
So then, one climber still to come. Still one climber still to come. Romain de Grange is still to come out into the field. This is where we stand with one climber still to play. Gautier Super, 43 plus, guaranteed at least silver. Andre is now guaranteed at least bronze. Schubert, 36 plus. Sophie, 35 plus. Smith-Avarte, 34 plus. Domin Skovich, 29 plus. Sebastian Halenke, 23. De Grange, winner in Imst. Took him 92 goes to win a World Cup. He finally did it 2 weeks ago at Imst. And now, De European champion of 2013. It wasn't a World Cup on that occasion, it was this year. This man won his first World Cup at the ripe old age of 32 a couple of weeks ago. He has an amazing record past the age of 30. He hasn't missed a final. He's missed 2 finals, in fact, in the last 3 years.
Yeah, that's impressive.
He hasn't missed a final since Briançon in 2013, which is now 2 years ago. He's always made final. On my computer, it's just a row of colour next to his name, meaning he's made finals. And there's a great cricket terminology. When a wicket goes down, fielders say 1 brings 2. I wonder if that's the case here for Romain Grosjean. He's won his first, like London double-decker buses. You wait ages for one and a load come at once.
Yeah.
+43 is what he's chasing. If he matches it, what he needs to do is match it, he becomes the winner here in Stavanger. It's going to be a France victory, that is for sure. But who will it be? Gauthier or Romain? Gauthier is looking at the floor right now. He didn't want to look up to his teammate. Gauthier, in fact, is looking at his hands, he's looking at his fingers.
He's looking a little sketchy there.
A little bit awkward way, but he's still okay.
He's still okay, and he has power to waste, so he'll be fine. I would say Domen and Oma has a pretty similar climbing style.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see if he does well in this. Because I think Domen could have, if he just gotten past that, he has a lot of endurance. So. And that's the case with Romain too. He can, even though he does something differently or not the right way, he can still recover on tiny, tiny holds.
2 minutes into his climb, he's already around the halfway mark.
Yep.
Fascinating to know what the difference has been. He won that first World Cup in Imst of his career. And how he celebrated? The Diet Coke afterwards.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that. Oh.
Any support from the bench behind me. Allez, 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 they cry. Nine minutes, 15 to go. Just hitting the 5-minute mark now. Now is searching for World Cup number 2. You wait 13 years for one, and 2 come along at once. Got to come across now.
He has to find a rest somewhere here, though, I think, to recover a little bit, because he looks way more shaky than Gauthier did at this point.
Gauthier is too super for the rest here in Stavanger. The Grosjean knows he could have secured his second World Cup title, but it goes to his teammates. Gauthier Super is the champion here in Stavanger. And he's getting the hopes from the coaching staff right behind us. World Cup number 2 for Gauthier Super here in Norway.
Hey, good job, man.
Gauthier Super, too good. Romain, you hit the nail on the head. You needed to rest.
He needed to rest, but he didn't. It seemed like he didn't find a rest, so Gauthier is the winner.
Gauthier is the winner indeed. Armand de Grange comes across the arena. What a wonderful time we have had here in Stavanger in Norway. It has been superb, absolutely superb. So then, they're just building the stage right now, ready for the podium ceremonies. They are going to get on with it because we are live still on Norwegian TV, and they have to be off by 8 o'clock. It's by 7 o'clock here local time. So they've got 22 minutes left of airtime, so they'll be probably on a break. So just waiting for confirmation of all the scores to come in now. So then, let's give you confirmation then of the results here in Stavanger. Gautier Super wins, 43 plus was his score. Adam Ondra will pick up the silver medal here, the second silver of 2015. Jakob Schubert will pick up the bronze medal, his second bronze medal of 2015. Stefano Casolfi, 35 plus for Stefano, fourth place. Francesco Vittorata, congratulations to him, 34 plus for Francesco. Just waiting for Romain de Grange's score, by the way, to come in. It has been added on there, and Romain got 39 plus, so he'll pick up the bronze medal, and will be Jakob this time around. Casolfi will be in fifth. Vittorata will be in sixth place, which is his best ever performance on the league climbing circuit. Domen Skovic into seventh place, Sebastian Helenka into eighth. That's when he thinks, no doubt he'll be disappointed with his efforts here in Stavanger. Just to remind you as well, Mina Markovic is the winner of the women's competition here in Norway. 57 plus. Mina got, she tied with Jessie Pills, but Mina had a better countback score from her semi-finals. Jessica Annick Verhoeven picked up the bronze medal with a 55 plus in third place. What a final we've had. What a final we have had indeed. So they are just building the stage right now. I think they'll be ready. Should have grabbed the climbers now. I think they'll do the women's first, but there's confirmation of the top eight. Super 43 plus, Ondra 40 plus, De Grange 39 plus, Schubert 36 plus, Casolfi 35 plus, Vittorata 34 plus, Skovic 29 plus, and Helenka at 23 place. 4 lead World Cups down. Gautier Super has won 2 of them. Romain de Grange has picked up 1, and Andrew Wynn picked up other. Many congratulations to Gautier Super. He's been interviewed right now by our broadcast colleagues from NRK. They're just Christophe Pilon, our technical delegate, is just marshalling the troops at the side of the wall to make sure we get the top 3 climbers. We're trying to find Annick Verhoeven by the looks of things, who is, I think, around the back somewhere. Flowers are just coming out into the arena right now. We're seeing medal presenters in national dress as well. There's still a fantastic crowd here in Norway, in Stavanger, that are holding back for this medal ceremony. Nobody's left here early. Still a fantastic atmosphere here in Stavanger, and no doubt hopefully we'll be back here in the future. They've done very well here. They should be very proud of themselves. The organisations and the volunteers here.
For the people at the deep water competition that for some reason forgot something down in the sketchy part of Stavanger Centre.
They did well. They did very well. Just to remind you, of course, still 3 more lead World Cups to come this season. We're in Perth at the end of September, the last weekend in September. We're back in Belgium. Then middle of October, we're out in Wujiang in China. And then it all comes to a head once again in Kroon in Slovenia in mid-November. also, just a reminder, of course, we're in Aachen the next 2 weeks. 2 weekends to come from Aachen. We're doing bouldering next weekend for the World Youth Championships there. And then the following weekend, I'll be there to take you through the sights and sounds of the Lead and Speed Youth World Championship finals. I know there are plenty of fans who are here, by the way, who have been here from Australia, chatting to the Australian team, Campbell Harrison and co, who will be heading down to Arco very, very shortly. Coming from all over the world here to Stavanger. 91 athletes came in total. And we're just about to start the medal ceremony now. Just waiting for 1, 2. So just waiting for 1, 2. I think we're about to start the medal ceremony right now. And I'll hand you back over to Bjorn and Henning, our 2 Norwegian MCs, who'll run you through both the men's and women's medal ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our female medalists of the Stavanger IFSC Lead World Cup. The medals and flowers will be presented by Helmut Knabel, Vice President of the International Federation of Sport Climbing, and Reidun Burse, President of the Norwegian Climbing Federation. Bronze medalist representing Belgium, Anak Verhoeven. Silver medalist representing Austria, Jessica Pils. And finally, gold medalist and winner of the Stavanger IFSC Lead World Cup 2015, representing Slovenia, Mina Markovic. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Slovenia.
bronze medalist representing France, Roman de Grange. Silver medalist representing the Czech Republic, Adam Ondra. Last but not least, gold medalist and winner of the Stavanger IFSC Lead World Cup 2015, representing France, Gauthier Super. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of France.
So then the winner here in Stavanger is with me right now. Gautier, many congratulations. You're smiling from ear to ear. World Cup number 2 for you. You're second in the last 3. Congratulations.
Thank you. No, I'm really happy.
Tell me about the route. Did it suit your style and your type of game?
Yes, this time it was really my style. Big sloper, dynamic movements. You need to climb quickly. So it's good for me.
Describe to me your emotions when you realised that you'd won another World
Cup. It's different than Bjornsson because it's not in my country with my friends and family. But it's good also.
It was a lot of bad luck on the walls. This you seem to be a lot of good responses from it. What is the difference from 2018 to this year?
With my style, the same movement. Sometimes it's okay, but sometimes no. So I don't know. Now I change my structure. I change city, so it's different for me. And no, I don't know why. I train myself harder with more organization. So now.
We have a few weeks now from the before we go to Purs at the end of September. What are you going to be doing in that?
We'll go on the beach. No, I will go in series on rock to climb outdoor with my friends. So after I will go back training for first.
Well, we look forward to it. I know you're going to enjoy yourself this evening. Many congratulations. World Cup number 2. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Gautier. Mina Marquis joins me right now. Mina, second win in a row. You're getting good at this game, aren't you? You're just too good. What has been the difference? From last year to where you are now? You've won 6 out of the last 8. You won the last 2 in a row. What has been the difference?
I think everything actually started last year with the Asia Tour when this straight victory started. Maybe just I finished second in Zai where I fell from the top. So even there the form and everything was really good. And this year I decided to skip the bouldering competitions and to really focus on the lead season and just wanted to prepare really good for the Chamonix, what I definitely did. And yeah, then there was this Briançon where I injured the feet, and I'm just lucky that I prepared so good myself before Chamonix that I still have some reserve on which I can climb.
You mentioned to me in IMS that you weren't 100% there either. You still had that niggling foot injury. You still won there though. Are you back to 100% fitness now?
Not not 100% fitness. The foot it is okay, but it's still a little bit swollen. So, but by the climbing, especially when you go one route on a cart like this, I can kind of erase it. On the training, it still be there. But what bothered me a bit more, it's like that since Briançon till now, that a lot of time passed, and I honestly just get a little less self-confidence because the training wasn't so perfect as it was before. But I'm just happy that I could now go on my regular basics.
Tell me about this route here today in Stavanger. What was it like?
It was really nice. When we come on observation, I really like the line where they put us, and also the route looks really nice. It looks interesting. I wasn't sure about many sequences how they will go, but when I realized that I will just needed to climb more commitment and just go, I actually, especially the upper part, really enjoyed it. And at the end, more than the getting out of the physics, I get out of a concentration.
You must be really pleased, though, how you've performed throughout this season so far. You know, all this training that you've mentioned, you're missing all the bouldering season. You won 3 out of the first 4, a big lead now in the overall. You must be thrilled, and obviously business as usual when you go back to Slovenia.
I don't know really what's going on. Like, maybe this interview is still a bit confusing, and I don't know. Maybe if you saw that I wasn't so much smiling on the podium because I just didn't realize what is happening this year. So don't get it wrong. I'm really happy and really satisfied with all the happening going on this year.
Got a bit of a break now, about 6 weeks before PERS at the end of September. What are you going to be doing during that time?
Definitely I want to heal the ankle 100% till the end, and I definitely will enjoy the ARCO, the Duel Masters, and watch the Youth World Championship. Maybe there will be a few days for rocks also. I'm hoping for good weathers, and definitely I will use this time for some training just for me.
Well, we wish you well, Mina. Many congratulations. 3rd victory out of 4 here in 2015. Well done.
Thank you.
So, So there you have it. Many congratulations to Gautier Super and Mina Markovic here in Stavanger in Norway. What a World Cup these guys have put on, by the way. Climbing continues. We're here next weekend, bouldering at the World Youth Championships in Arco. My colleague Adrian Battersby is in the chair for that one. And 2 weeks from now, it is the Lead and Speed World Cups out in Arco as well for the World Youth Championships. PERS is at the end of September. That's when we're back with the Lead World Cup Series. It's going to be fascinating, this race for the overall title, I must agree. But tonight belongs to Gautier and Mina, because there was no way of stopping them in Norway. From all of us here, thanks for joining us. Bye for now.